Question 1. Who is the current monarch of the United Kingdom as of September 2022? A. Queen Elizabeth II. B. King Charles III. C. King George VII. D. Queen Anne II. Answer. B. King Charles III. King Charles III ascended the throne on 8 September 2022, following the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Question 2. In what year did Rishi Sunak become Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. 2020. B. 2021. C. 2022. D. 2023. Answer. C. 2022. Rishi Sunak became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in 2022. Question 3. Describe the main roles of the current monarch in the UK. A. Directing government policies. B. Representing the nation in ceremonial duties. C. Managing the national budget. D. Leading military operations. Answer. B. Representing the nation in ceremonial duties. The monarch's role is largely ceremonial, representing the nation at various functions and events. Question 4. What are the primary responsibilities of the Prime Minister in the UK? A. Presiding over the monarchy. B. Leading the judicial system. C. Overseeing the running of the government. D. Managing the royal estates. Answer. C. Overseeing the running of the government. The Prime Minister's main responsibility is to lead the executive branch and oversee the operation of the government and public administration. Question 5. Which historic document, signed in 1215, laid the foundations for modern democracy in Britain? A. The Constitution. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Royal Charter. Answer. C. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is a cornerstone of British constitutional and democratic principles. Question 6. What annual event on November 5th commemorates the failure of the Gunpowder Plot? A. Bonfire Night. B. Boxing Day. C. Remembrance Day. D. May Day. Answer. A. Bonfire Night. Known also as Guy Fawkes Night, it commemorates the foiling of the Gunpowder Plot to blow up the Parliament on November 5, 1605. Question 7. What term is commonly used to describe the UK's exit from the European Union? A. British exit. B. Euro departure. C. Brexit. D. UKexit. Answer. C. Brexit. The term Brexit is used to describe the United Kingdom's exit from the European Union. Question 8. Name the official London residence of the British monarch. A. Windsor Castle. B. Buckingham Palace. C. Kensington Palace. D. The Tower of London. Answer. B. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of the British monarch. Question 9. In which year did London last host the Summer Olympic Games? A. 1948. B. 2012. C. 1908. D. 2000. Answer. B. 2012. London hosted the Summer Olympic Games most recently in 2012. Question 10. Which global conflict is referred to as the Great War by the British? A. World War II. B. The Korean War. C. World War I. D. The Falklands War. Answer. C. World War I. World War I is often referred to as the Great War in Britain. Question 11. What is the colloquial name of the UK flag? A. The Red Ensign. B. The Royal Standard. C. The Union Jack. D. The St. George's Cross. Answer C. The Union Jack. The colloquial name for the national flag of the United Kingdom is the Union Jack. Question 12. Why is the Magna Carta a pivotal document in British history? A. It declared independence from France. B. It established the Church of England. C. It limited the powers of the king and enshrined rule of law. D. It united England and Scotland. Answer C. It limited the powers of the king and enshrined rule of law. The Magna Carta is pivotal because it established the principle that everybody, including the king, was subject to the law. Question 13. What was the aim of the Human Rights Act 1998? A. To devolve powers to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. C. To establish the UK Supreme Court. D. To reform the education system. Answer B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. The Human Rights Act 1998 aimed to make rights under the European Convention on Human Rights part of UK law. Question 14. Identify the first female Prime Minister of the UK. A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Elizabeth I. C. Theresa May. D. Mary Tudor. Answer A. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 15. What was the significance of the Battle of Hastings in 1066? A. It ended Roman rule in Britain. B. It resulted in Scottish independence. C. It led to Norman control of England. D. It was the first battle fought on English soil. Answer C. It led to Norman control of England. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was significant because it resulted in William the Conqueror gaining control of England. Question 16. What is the name of the legislative body in Scotland? A. The Scottish Parliament. B. The Scottish Assembly. C. The Scottish Council. D. The Scottish Senate. Answer A. The Scottish Parliament. The main legislative body in Scotland is known as the Scottish Parliament. Question 17. Who is often called the father of English common law? A. Thomas More. B. Edward I. C. Henry II. D. William the Conqueror. Answer C. Henry II. Henry II is often called the father of English common law due to his substantial reforms that established the basis for much of the current English legal system. Question 18. What is the official name of the Houses of Parliament? A. The Palace of Justice. B. The Palace of Westminster. C. The Royal Courts. D. The Parliamentary Building. Answer B. The Palace of Westminster. The official name for the Houses of Parliament is the Palace of Westminster. Question 19. What is the primary function of the House of Lords? A. To provide ceremonial support to the monarchy. B. To review, amend, and debate legislation. C. To elect the Prime Minister. D. To represent the military. Answer B. To review, amend, and debate legislation. The House of Lords functions primarily as a revising chamber, reviewing, amending, and debating legislation passed by the House of Commons. Question 20. Over which aspects of government does the Chancellor of the Exchequer preside? A. national defence and military. B. Education and culture. C. Financial and economic matters. D. Health and social services. Answer: C. Financial and economic matters. The Chancellor of the Exchequer is responsible for overseeing the economic and financial matters of the government, including the Treasury. Question 21. Which event triggered the start of the English Civil War? A. The execution of Charles I. B. The Battle of Naseby. C. The signing of the Petition of Right. D. The raising of the King's Standard at Nottingham. Answer: D. The raising of the King's Standard at Nottingham. The start of the English Civil War is often marked by King Charles I raising his standard in Nottingham in 1642, symbolising the onset of hostilities between the Crown and Parliament. Question 22. What is the highest court in the United Kingdom? A. The Royal Courts of Justice. B. The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. C. The High Court. D. The Court of Appeals. Answer: B. The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the UK, serving as the final court of appeal for civil and criminal cases from the regional courts. Question 23. Explain the principle of collective responsibility within the UK government. A. All members of the government must publicly support decisions made by the Cabinet. B. Government officials must share responsibilities equally among themselves. C. Ministers can publicly express their personal views on government decisions. D. The Prime Minister is solely responsible for all government decisions. Answer: A. All members of the government must publicly support decisions made by the Cabinet. Collective responsibility means that regardless of personal views, all Cabinet members must publicly support and defend the decisions made in the Cabinet. Question 24. Which law granted women over the age of 30 the right to vote? A. The Equal Franchise Act 1928. B. The Representation of the People Act 1918. C. The Women's Rights Act 1930. D. The Voting Rights Act 1965. Answer: B. The Representation of the People Act 1918. This act extended the vote to women over the age of 30 who met certain property qualifications, marking a significant step in the fight for women's suffrage in the UK. Question 25. Who ruled the UK during the Victorian era? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Queen Victoria. C. King Edward VII. D. Queen Elizabeth II. Answer: B. Queen Victoria. The Victorian era is named after Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901, a period noted for industrial, cultural, political, scientific, and military change within the UK. Question 26. What significant sporting event did London host in 2012? A. The FIFA World Cup. B. The Summer Olympic Games. C. The Commonwealth Games. D. The UEFA European Championship. Answer: B. The Summer Olympic Games. London hosted the Summer Olympic Games in 2012, marking the third time the city had hosted this event. Question 27. What is the importance of the Good Friday Agreement? A. It established the European Union. B. It ended the conflict in Northern Ireland known as the Troubles. C. It declared the independence of Scotland. D. It introduced the euro as the currency of the UK. Answer: B. It ended the conflict in Northern Ireland known as the Troubles. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, was pivotal in bringing peace to Northern Ireland by setting up a devolved government and ending decades of conflict. Question 28. In what year was the smoking ban in public places implemented across the UK? A. 2007. B. 2010. C. 2000. D. 1998. Answer: A. 2007. The UK implemented a smoking ban in all enclosed public places in 2007, significantly impacting public health and social habits. Question 29. Who discovered penicillin, and why was this discovery crucial? A. Marie Curie. B. Alexander Fleming. C. Charles Darwin. D. Isaac Newton. Answer: B. Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, and it was crucial because it led to the development of antibiotics, which have saved countless lives by effectively treating bacterial infections. Question 30. When was the National Health Service, NHS, founded and by whom? A. 1948 by Clement Attlee. B. 1948 by Aneurin Bevan. C. 1958 by Winston Churchill. D. 1958 by Harold Macmillan. Answer: B. 1948 by Aneurin Bevan. The NHS was established in 1948 by Aneurin Bevan, the then Minister of Health, providing health services free at the point of use for all UK residents. Question 31. What type of legal system does Scotland use? A. Roman law. B. Common law. C. Civil law. D. Religious law. Answer: B. Common law. Scotland's legal system is based on common law principles similar to the rest of the UK, but it also incorporates specific variations unique to Scotland. Question 32. Name the permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, including the UK. A. The UK, USA, Russia, China, and Japan. B. The UK, USA, Russia, China, and France. C. The UK, USA, Germany, Italy, and Canada. D. The UK, USA, India, Brazil, and South Africa. Answer: B. The UK, USA, Russia, China, and France. These 5 countries are the permanent members of the United Nations Security Council and hold veto power. Question 33. Why was the Battle of Britain in 1940 significant? A. It was the first major military campaign fought entirely by air forces. B. It resulted in the capture of Berlin. C. It was the first battle of World War II. D. It marked the end of World War II. Answer: A. It was the first major military campaign fought entirely by air forces. The Battle of Britain was significant as it thwarted Germany's plans for an invasion of Great Britain and marked a crucial turning point in World War II. Question 34. Who was the British monarch during the First World War? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George V. C. King Edward VII. D. King Henry VIII. Answer: B. King George V. King George V was the British monarch during the First World War, which lasted from 1914 to 1918. Question 35. Describe how the UK electoral system functions. A. Through a direct popular vote for the monarchy. B. Through a proportional representation system in all elections. C. Through a first-past-the-post system in general elections. D. Through an electoral college system. Answer: C. Through a first-past-the-post system in general elections. The UK uses a first-past-the-post system for general elections, where the candidate who receives the most votes in each constituency wins a seat in the House of Commons. Question 36. What is the significance of devolution in the context of UK governance? A. It centralises governmental power in London. B. It transfers certain powers from the UK Parliament to devolved administrations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. C. It eliminates the role of local governments. D. It strengthens the power of the monarchy. Answer. B. It transfers certain powers from the UK Parliament to devolved administrations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Devolution allows these regions to have greater control over their own affairs in specific areas such as education and transportation. Question 37. What is the purpose of the British Constitution? A. To provide detailed written guidelines for all laws. B. To dictate the daily operations of the government. C. To outline the structure and fundamental principles of government and rights of citizens. D. To serve as a ceremonial document without legal binding. Answer. C. To outline the structure and fundamental principles of government and rights of citizens. The British Constitution, although largely unwritten, sets out the fundamental rules and principles guiding how the country is governed and protects the rights of citizens. Question 38. Who holds the position of head of state in the UK? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Monarch. C. The Speaker of the House of Commons. D. The President. Answer. B. The Monarch. The monarch is the ceremonial head of state in the UK, a role that is distinct from the head of government, who is the Prime Minister. Question 39. Which powers are reserved to the Scottish Parliament? A. Only powers related to local government and policing. B. Powers that deal with defence and foreign affairs, among others. C. Full legislative powers in all areas. D. No powers, as all are retained by the UK Parliament. Answer. B. Powers that deal with defence and foreign affairs, among others. Reserved powers are those not devolved to the Scottish Parliament, including defence, foreign affairs, and most fiscal and economic matters, which remain under the control of the UK Parliament. Question 40. What role does the Welsh Parliament, known as the Senedd, play? A. It oversees foreign policies of Wales. B. It has full control over all legislative areas in Wales. C. It manages devolved matters such as health and education within Wales. D. It serves only an advisory role without legislative power. Answer. C. It manages devolved matters such as health and education within Wales. The Senedd has the power to make legislation and govern on devolved matters specific to Wales, providing the region with a degree of autonomy within the UK. Question 41. What impact did the Industrial Revolution have on the UK? A. It led to a decline in urban populations. B. It initiated a decrease in manufacturing. C. It spurred significant urbanisation and changes in employment patterns. D. It reduced Britain's influence on global trade. Answer. C. It spurred significant urbanisation and changes in employment patterns. The Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century, dramatically transformed the UK by driving urbanisation, changing employment from rural to industrial sectors, and boosting economic growth. Question 42. What is the Elizabeth Tower more commonly known as? A. The Tower of London. B. Big Ben. C. St. Paul's Cathedral. D. Buckingham Palace. Answer. B. Big Ben. The Elizabeth Tower is famously known as Big Ben, although this name originally referred only to the bell within the tower. Question 43. Which major health crisis impacted the UK in the early 2000s? A. The swine flu pandemic. B. The foot and mouth disease outbreak. C. The COVID-19 pandemic. D. The SARS outbreak. Answer. B. The foot and mouth disease outbreak. In 2001, the UK faced a severe outbreak of foot and mouth disease, leading to substantial economic losses in the agricultural sector. Question 44. Which act abolished the death penalty for murder in the UK? A. The Murder, Abolition of Death Penalty, Act 1965. B. The Capital Punishment Act 1973. C. The Criminal Justice Act 1991. D. The Death Penalty Abolition Act 1981. Answer. A. The Murder, Abolition of Death Penalty, Act 1965. This act suspended and effectively abolished the death penalty for murder in the UK. Question 45. Who was the UK Prime Minister during the 2012 London Olympics? A. Tony Blair. B. Gordon Brown. C. David Cameron. D. Theresa May. Answer. C. David Cameron. David Cameron was the Prime Minister of the UK when London hosted the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. Question 46. Which document formally established the Commonwealth of Nations? A. The Statute of Westminster. B. The Balfour Declaration. C. The London Declaration. D. The Commonwealth Charter. Answer. C. The London Declaration. The London Declaration of 1949 is considered the founding document of the modern Commonwealth of Nations. Question 47. What is the highest judicial body in Northern Ireland? A. The Northern Ireland High Court. B. The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. C. The Northern Ireland Court of Appeal. D. The Belfast Judicial Court. Answer. B. The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. While Northern Ireland has its own Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court of the UK serves as the highest judicial body for all of the UK, including Northern Ireland. Question 48. What significant legal reform was enacted by the Judicature Acts in the 1870s? A. The introduction of trial by jury. B. The unification of the separate courts of law and equity. C. The establishment of the Supreme Court. D. The decentralization of legal processes. Answer. B. The unification of the separate courts of law and equity. The Judicature Acts reformed the English court system by amalgamating the courts of law and equity into one unified court system. Question 49. Who was the last British monarch of the House of Hanover? A. King George III. B. Queen Victoria. C. King Edward VII. D. Queen Elizabeth I. Answer. B. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the last monarch of the House of Hanover. Her reign ended the line, transitioning to the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha due to her marriage with Prince Albert. Question 50. What is the official Scottish residence of the British monarch? A. Edinburgh Castle. B. Balmoral Castle. C. Holyrood Palace. D. Stirling Castle. Answer. C. Holyrood Palace. Holyrood Palace in Edinburgh serves as the official Scottish residence of the British monarch. Question 51. What was the primary goal of establishing the welfare state after World War II? A. To ensure military preparedness. B. To provide comprehensive social security and public services. C. To promote private healthcare and education. D. To reduce governmental involvement in economic affairs. Answer: B. To provide comprehensive social security and public services. The establishment of the welfare state aimed to offer protection and services to all citizens, from healthcare to education and social security. Question 52. What treaty facilitated peace between the UK and the Republic of Ireland in the late 20th century? A. The Belfast Agreement. B. The Easter Agreement. C. The Dublin Treaty. D. The Good Friday Agreement. Answer: D. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998. This treaty was instrumental in ending the conflict in Northern Ireland and establishing a power-sharing government. Question 53. What is the main role of the Speaker in the House of Commons? A. To represent the UK in diplomatic matters. B. To oversee financial legislation. C. To preside over debates and maintain order. D. To act as the head of government. Answer: C. To preside over debates and maintain order. The Speaker of the House of Commons is responsible for overseeing parliamentary debates, maintaining order, and ensuring that the rules of the House are followed. Question 54. How does the UK participate in international relations? A. By acting as a neutral entity in all foreign conflicts. B. Through its permanent membership in the United Nations Security Council. C. By avoiding participation in international organizations. D. Solely through the Commonwealth. Answer: B. Through its permanent membership in the United Nations Security Council. The UK plays a significant role in global affairs, including its permanent seat on the UN Security Council. Question 55. What historical significance does the Stone of Scone hold in coronation ceremonies? A. It is the throne used during the ceremonies. B. It is the crown worn by the monarch. C. It is a symbolic stone used in the coronation of British monarchs. D. It represents the monarch's military authority. Answer: C. It is a symbolic stone used in the coronation of British monarchs. The Stone of Scone, also known as the Stone of Destiny, has historical significance in the coronation ceremonies of Scottish and later British monarchs. Question 56. How does the UK ensure judicial independence? A. By allowing the government to appoint judges. B. By having judges elected by the public. C. Through the separation of powers and life appointments for judges. D. By rotating judges among different courts regularly. Answer: C. Through the separation of powers and life appointments for judges. Judicial independence in the UK is ensured by the separation of judicial powers from the executive and legislative branches, and judges generally hold their positions for life or until retirement. Question 57. What was the impact of the Glorious Revolution on the British monarchy? A. It abolished the monarchy. B. It established a republic. C. It confirmed the supremacy of Parliament over the monarchy. D. It led to a significant loss of British territories. Answer: C. It confirmed the supremacy of Parliament over the monarchy. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 established constitutional monarchy in Britain, confirming the supremacy of Parliament and laying the foundations for modern parliamentary democracy. Question 58. Name the British Prime Minister who initiated the welfare state concept. A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Tony Blair. Answer: B. Clement Attlee. Prime Minister Clement Attlee, who served from 1945 to 1951, is credited with laying the foundations of the modern British welfare state, including the establishment of the NHS. Question 59. What crisis led to the implementation of austerity measures in the UK in 2010? A. The dot-com bubble burst. B. The 2008 global financial crisis. C. The post-Brexit economic downturn. D. The oil shock of the 1970s. Answer. B. The 2008 global financial crisis. The aftermath of the 2008 global financial crisis led to austerity measures in 2010 aimed at reducing the UK's budget deficit and stabilising the economy. Question 60. Which law governs data protection and privacy in the UK? A. The Data Protection Act 1998. B. The Information Privacy Act 2003. C. The Personal Data Act 2010. D. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Answer. A. The Data Protection Act 1998. This act is the key UK law that dictates how personal information is legally handled, although it has since been updated to align with the EU's GDPR for consistency. Question 61. What major constitutional change occurred in the UK in 1997? A. The adoption of the euro. B. The establishment of the Supreme Court. C. The devolution of powers to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. D. The signing of the Lisbon Treaty. Answer. C. The devolution of powers to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The major constitutional change in 1997 involved devolving powers to these regions, allowing them greater autonomy. Question 62. Who was the British monarch during the union with Ireland in 1801? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. King Edward VII. D. Queen Elizabeth I. Answer. B. King George III. King George III was the monarch during the Act of Union in 1801, which merged the kingdoms of Great Britain and Ireland. Question 63. Describe the main duties of the UK Home Secretary. A. To manage the country's finances. B. To oversee domestic security, immigration and policing. C. To handle foreign diplomatic relations. D. To lead the National Health Service. Answer. B. To oversee domestic security, immigration and policing. The Home Secretary is responsible for internal affairs in England and Wales, including matters of security, immigration and policing. Question 64. What landmark act was passed to combat climate change in the UK? A. The Clean Air Act. B. The Environmental Protection Act. C. The Climate Change Act of 2008. D. The Green Energy Act. Answer. C. The Climate Change Act of 2008. This act was a significant legislative step, making the UK the first country to establish a long-term legally binding framework to reduce carbon emissions. Question 65. What historic ship is preserved as a museum on the Thames? A. HMS Belfast. B. HMS Victory. C. The Mary Rose. D. The Cutty Sark. Answer. D. The Cutty Sark. The Cutty Sark, preserved as a museum ship on the Thames, is celebrated for its history and as one of the fastest tea clippers built in the 19th century. Question 66. Who was the longest reigning monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Mary II. D. King Henry VIII. Answer. A. Queen Victoria. Before Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Victoria was the longest reigning monarch, serving from 1837 to 1901. Question 67. What role does the Prime Minister's question time serve in Parliament? A. It allows the Prime Minister to question the opposition. B. It serves as a ceremonial function with no real impact. C. It provides a platform for MPs to question the Prime Minister on any subject. D. It is used to announce new legislation. Answer: C. It provides a platform for MPs to question the Prime Minister on any subject. Prime Minister's Question Time is a constitutional convention in the UK, held every Wednesday that Parliament is sitting, where MPs have the opportunity to question the Prime Minister directly. Question 68. Which major event in 1982 influenced UK foreign policy under Margaret Thatcher? A. The fall of the Berlin Wall. B. The Falklands War. C. The Gulf War. D. The Suez Crisis. Answer: B. The Falklands War. The Falklands War of 1982 was a significant event that influenced UK foreign policy under Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, reinforcing her image as a decisive leader. Question 69. What is the primary purpose of the Cabinet Office in the UK government? A. To manage the personal estates of the Cabinet members. B. To support the Prime Minister and ensure the effective running of government. C. To oversee the judiciary. D. To handle the UK's foreign diplomatic missions. Answer: B. To support the Prime Minister and ensure the effective running of government. The Cabinet Office has a pivotal role in coordinating the functions of the Cabinet and the various departments within the government. Question 70. What rights does the Equality Act 2010 protect against discrimination? A. Age, disability, race, religion, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, sex and sexual orientation. B. Political affiliation, socioeconomic status, education and language. C. Length of residency in the UK, income level and employment history. D. Type of housing, vehicle ownership and travel history. Answer: A. Age, disability, race, religion, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, sex and sexual orientation. The Equality Act 2010 is designed to protect people from discrimination in the workplace and wider society. Question 71. How does the Freedom of Information Act 2000 impact UK citizens? A. It restricts the information that citizens can obtain from public authorities. B. It allows citizens to access information held by public authorities. C. It prevents citizens from accessing any government documents. D. It requires citizens to submit detailed requests for any personal information. Answer: B. It allows citizens to access information held by public authorities. The Freedom of Information Act 2000 is a crucial piece of legislation that promotes transparency and accountability in public administration by allowing public access to information held by public authorities. Question 72. What financial district is known as the economic hub of London? A. Canary Wharf. B. The City of London. C. Westminster. D. Chelsea. Answer: B. The City of London. Known simply as the City, it is the area in London that historically held most of the city's financial sector and remains a major global financial hub. Question 73. Who championed the construction of the British Library? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Sir Winston Churchill. C. Tony Blair. D. King George III. Answer: C. Tony Blair. The British Library in its modern form was established during the tenure of Tony Blair, with the new building officially opening in 1998. Question 74. What innovation by a British inventor revolutionized the Internet in the late 20th century? A. The World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee. B. The telephone by Alexander Graham Bell. C. The television by John Logie Baird. T. The computer by Charles Babbage. Answer A. The World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee, a British engineer and computer scientist, invented the World Wide Web in 1989, fundamentally changing how information is shared and consumed globally. Question 75. What is the primary goal of the UK's foreign aid programme? A. To increase the UK's political influence through strategic investments. B. To promote sustainable development and reduce world poverty. C. To support the UK's overseas territories exclusively. D. To fund military operations in allied countries. Answer B. To promote sustainable development and reduce world poverty. The UK's foreign aid programme aims to improve global welfare by promoting sustainable development and reducing poverty in developing countries. Question 76. Which British law addresses issues related to domestic violence? A. The Domestic Violence, Crime and Victims Act 2004. B. The Home Protection Act 1998. C. The Family Law Act 1996. D. The Safe Homes Act 2000. Answer A. The Domestic Violence, Crime and Victims Act 2004. This law provides more effective protection and justice for victims of domestic violence and improves the coordination of various agencies in handling such cases. Question 77. What global environmental treaty did the UK ratify that deals with climate change? A. The Paris Agreement. B. The Kyoto Protocol. C. The Montreal Protocol. D. The Copenhagen Accord. Answer A. The Paris Agreement. The UK ratified the Paris Agreement, which aims to combat climate change by limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Question 78. Who are the pioneers of social reform in 19th century Britain? A. The Luddites. B. The Chartists. C. The Fabians. D. The Suffragettes. Answer B. The Chartists. The Chartists were a significant social reform movement in 19th century Britain, advocating for political reforms and greater democratic rights, particularly for the working class. Question 79. What is the main objective of the UK's Strategic Defence Review? A. To reduce the size of the military. B. To assess and adapt the UK's defence capabilities in response to potential threats. C. To withdraw from international alliances. D. To privatise national defence. Answer B. To assess and adapt the UK's defence capabilities in response to potential threats. The Strategic Defence Review evaluates the UK's defence strategies and resources to ensure they meet current and foreseeable challenges. Question 80. How is the Prime Minister of the UK selected? A. Direct election by the public. B. Appointment by the monarch. C. Leadership of the majority party in the House of Commons. D. Selection by the House of Lords. Answer C. Leadership of the majority party in the House of Commons. The leader of the party able to command a majority in the House of Commons is typically invited by the monarch to become Prime Minister and form a government.